I certainly have an office component to my job, but I love getting out.
Preparing the biathlon range isn't necessarily a part of John Heilig's job requirements, but he has a hard time keeping himself away from all the action.
You learn an awful lot about the facilities by working on them, and I work with a huge number of people, and that's the fun part of the job.
Heilig is the Nordic sport manager at Whistler Olympic Park. Nestled in the picturesque Callahan Valley, the venue is home to Nordic events including cross-country skiing, ski jumping, and biathlon.
It's an amazing venue. It has all the disciplines that I like working with. It's really a great place.
Heilig admits the sport of biathlon isn't his specialty, but as sport manager, he'll do anything to ensure an event runs smoothly, even if that means grabbing a rake to help his colleagues prepare for a race. His most memorable event at this venue was the 2010 Winter Olympics.
It was pretty amazing, the highlight of my life actually, and I think for many of the people I worked with.
His true passion lies here, on the ramp used for ski jumping, a sport he retired from in 1988 but never left. He continued to be involved as a coach and sport manager. He even commentated during the 2006 Olympics. Now, Heilig will take on the role of technical delegate for ski jumping and Nordic combined during the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi.
Each of the ski disciplines, and probably many other sports, they have a jury, and the jury makes the decisions on fairness and safety. That's basically the role of the jury, and the technical delegate is the head of the jury. Let's do width of in-run. Then I think we want to do 10 meters.
His athletic background and knowledge of the sport are what make this technical delegate, or TD, a perfect candidate. He's responsible for measuring the various components of the jump, such as the in-run, angle of takeoff, and depth of track. All are critical aspects which contribute to athlete safety and fairness during an Olympic competition.
8 meters, perfect. These athletes have trained virtually their whole lives. It's the most important day of their life. And they want it to be fair, and we want it to be fair as well.
The cross-country portion is similar. For this, Heilig will strap on his own gear to give the course a thorough inspection.
I think the biggest thing with cross-country is actually making sure that the track conditions are good, and in Sochi it'll be a challenge. It's quite warm, so we'll have to use snow hardeners.
Keeping the track firm won't be his only challenge. Once the course is deemed safe and fair, the TD will oversee the flow of competition to ensure a successful event, all while working under the pressure of the Olympic Games in a foreign country.
The biggest thing is it's culturally very different, and like I say, managing a large group of people it can be a bit of a challenge, and especially with a big language barrier and lots of different ways of doing things. So that's the challenge. It's also what's interesting about it.
It may be a stressful job at times, but this TD says it's all worth it for the love of the sport and the experience. From Whistler Olympic Park, I'm Heather Butts for Shaw TV.